200 years ago, that's the 4th of April, 1825. This is the day when William Hall, one of the very first missionaries to New Zealand, the three families, the Kendall family, the King family, and the Hall family. He's been in the country 10 years, but this is the day where he gets permission from the local missionary committee to return to New South Wales. He's done so for his health. So after 10 years of labouring at Rangiahoa, he has finally decided that he can't go any further. He's actually, I think I've talked about this earlier in the year, he has been suffering from asthma attacks, and particularly at night he's had trouble breathing. The ship he goes back to New South Wales on is the Pilkington, and that had come in to the bay a week beforehand with the crew suffering from scurvy. And in fact, the captain himself was very ill, and he'd come on shore to talk to William Hall to say, "Can I come on shore and get treatment?" And William Hall had to say, "Actually, I need treatment too." So they both go and see Henry Williams to bleed them. And William Hall says that he got much relief from it. And the captain of the Polkinghorn, he seemed to make a recovery as well, although they had one crew member who died, because this is the 4th of April. Well, the 3rd of April in 1825 was Easter Sunday, and the crew of the Pilkington came to Paihia for a funeral for one of their crew. It doesn't say what he died of, but I presume he might have died of his scurvy. And at the funeral service, there is a sermon, and it's by Henry Williams is the one preaching, and he preaches on Revelation at the funeral service. He preaches on Revelation 20 verses 11 and 12, which are, "And then I saw a great white throne, and him who was seated on it. From his presence earth and sky fled away, and no place was found for them. And I saw the dead, great and small, standing before the throne, and books were opened. Then another book was opened, which is the book of life. And the dead were judged by what was written in the books, according to what they had done." So Henry Williams, he doesn't muck around when it comes to the reality of death. And William Hall gets permission from the missionary committee to go on board the Polkington, and a few days later he sets sail. So he has a further ministry in New South Wales with the mission, helping Samuel Marsden and others there, and they make a home for themselves in New South Wales. So I don't know what it was about New Zealand, but the climate or the allergies, he found it. It got to in the end, but did 10 years of very faithful service. Charles Davis, who was a single missionary, his job was he was living at Paihia, but he moved to Rangiahoa to station himself in William Hall's empty house so that it wouldn't be plundered of all its goods. So he was there to stand guard. And a couple of weeks later, we'll have the story of what happened when Maori arrived to extract some utu. Anyway, that's it gives an interesting insight as to just the clash of worldviews between these British missionaries and Maori. Well, that was 200 years ago today.